Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. NES, Mr. Ness. Welcome to Fly School, episode 4. Um, what's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well when y'all watch this or listen to this. I want to again start. You know, I want to start this episode like I start all my episodes with saying thank you to everybody that's been supporting, showing me love, giving me advice, hitting me up, motivating, encouraging me. I love y'all. From some good friends to some people that I don't know much, but they keep they solid, so they ain't got no problem telling people to do good, whatever. So thank you again. There's something I'm trying to get into every time, every day. Be grateful about something and anything I do, anything that I get that's positive. I'm trying to make sure that I say thank you to God and that I feel grateful towards it. But anyway, so this episode, I want to talk two important subjects that I was pondering over the weekend. It's been a very very interesting year, very good year in one way, and so I had this weekend was my baby sister's marriage, a wedding day. She got married this weekend, and it made me ponder a lot, about life and what's important and what's not. And we spend so much time stressing things that really don't matter because like 98% of the things that we worry about never really happen. I've been worrying for my whole life, and most of the things that I worry about haven't happened. So I think we need to kind of cut down on that. So we got to ponder, and think and really, you know, put our attention on the positives, not always on the negatives, man. And then we're so caught up in the negatives that we ignore the positives. And by the time we realize that, things wasn't that bad or that we were blessed or that was a blessing, it's too late. So, yeah, so my sister's been having a good year. Thank God. She graduated nurse school, got her, passed her test, about to get her license and everything. So I'm very happy for her. And I'm very happy and honored that I was able to walk her down the aisle. I was kind of like the father figure to her when I was younger, and always been kind of trying to protect her from the world. And so it really was an honor. I ain't even gonna lie, I was tearing. Um, and it was a little bit sad too at the same time because my mom wasn't there, and my brother-in-law's father wasn't there. So, we had pictures of them up there just so they could feel like it was there. But it felt, you felt you felt their presence, but you missed them, and it was this thing. But I'm proud of her because um, my sister was in the type. My sister's like, she's like breaking like the old saying, like you can't change, you can't turn a positive out of a negative type of, people categorize you and put you in a place like, that one ain't never going nowhere, that old stigma, that old, you know, statistics. And she didn't want to be, my sister turned that around. Everybody used to think that, we come from a bad environment or bad home or whatever, that you don't end up doing nothing good. And she did. And it took a lot of balls and a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice, at her age, already married with a good job, to just say, what, I'm going to nursing school and put in the work, knowing that you got to raise kids, you got a bunch of dogs, you got a husband to take care of, a job that requires a lot of your attention. It takes a lot of balls and it takes a lot of determination. And I am super proud of her and what she did. And at the same time, she got married, she did the work as a wife, and now they have a union forever, and may God give them many years and many years, and I'm so proud of them. So that was one thing that made me, analyze and kind of ponder on life, and made me realize what's important in life. Another thing is, even with my kids too, I got kids that are in high school now, and I have a grown kid actually a son that's 25 years old, that has his family, has, everything, and his, maybe a grandfather's got 2 kids. So I remember, his situation made me, realize other things. But let's get into it first. I'm going to tell you 2026 and 2026. Follow me. We're going to set this new rule for 2026 and beyond, right? And I'm gonna explain this more into details. But we are not looking at family the same no more in 2026. I'm gonna tell you the positives and the negatives, and I'm gonna say why I'm saying this. Just because somebody got the same bloodline, the same mom, dad, don't mean that they got good intentions for you. I gotta address this, and I'm gonna address this for many reasons. Right? Some people will share your DNA and still pray on your downfall behind closed doors. Nah, we're not forcing toxic connections anymore just because that's my brother, that's my dog, that's my family. Nah. Families are people that protect your peace, the people that clap when you win, the people that check on you when life gets dark, the people that will never purposely destroy your mental health, your confidence, your relationships, or your future. Family's not the one like back in the days where like because back in the days our parents used to force us to kind of, you know, call somebody family. Like, oh, that's your uncle Raul. You know, but that motherfucker's a piece of shit. You know, druggy piece of shit, but that's your uncle. You know, that's your uncle. You know, you gotta be like that. You gotta be that's your uncle. You gotta no, not anymore. You ain't bringing peace into my life. You ain't adding into my life. You ain't helping take that weight off my back, not add to it. Why I don't want you around me. Or my kids or mine. I just don't. Like, I have an issue. I'm gonna tell and I gotta say my story. So like that y'all could follow along where how I got to this point. See, I have another sibling, a brother. Y'all know me, y'all know who I'm talking about. Ever since we lived in Dominican Republic, when we lived in Dominican Republic, we used to be tight. Like, I mean, we was inseparable. Inseparable. He got his visa first, so they bring him to America a few years before me and left me behind. I came back. I came to America, you know, got my visa and, you know, did my paperwork. I got here. My brother was already here. Shit changed. And I learned it at a fast, immediately. It wasn't the same shit anymore. I don't know if America changed him. I don't know what happened, but shit changed. Just tried. I mean, this guy was my idol. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to make my transition from Dominican Republic to America easier, but he just made it completely hell. My whole life I've tried to be like him, never try to be better than him because to be honest, I always wanted him to be better than me. I just wanted to follow him. Life has a way of working the opposite way. Ever since we were little, he's always turned his back on me, always shitted on me, was my number one hater, my number one everything. I mean, everything. This guy did mad shit, but I kept trying for years. I had this blind loyalty to family. But that's your brother. Mom, but that's your brother. And we ain't talking regular brother stuff. Like, oh, you took my socks. No, we talk about this dude has shitted on me for years. let me just tell you one thing. I had a beef, war with somebody that was a close partner of mine, became my enemy, became a snake. And we were at war. If I would have seen this dude, if I would have caught him at that time, I promise you, I probably wouldn't be right here. That's how serious it was. My other boy sees him one day, goes to the gym to work out, and sees him there with my brother, my enemy. My dog is like, "Yo, man, what you doing? Ain't that your brother's op? Ain't that your brother's enemy? Your rival?" He's like, "Nah, man, fuck that. That's their problem, not mine." That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Shit like, I got some issues back in the days and I had to take a trip and, there's a kind of a party going on and the girl I was talking to at the time that I was dating goes to the party and this motherfucker is like just hollering at her. I mean, they're hollering and my dog was there. He was like, "Yo, but ain't that your brother's?" Fuck that. That kind of shit. The reason they did the Cain and Abel shit in the Bible, this is probably why they were referring to. Feel me? But I kept going because, it's like family, loyalty, blood, your sibling. That's your blood. I kept going and going, even though he was shitting on me all over the place. I kept going. And into an old age, into became man, full blown man. Like I moved to Florida for a better life. I left him out there, you know, his own world. I mean, I ain't leave him. I mean, the dude, when I even moved to Florida, I went to see him to say goodbye, and the dude was hiding in the freaking. I could see him through my window up there in Jersey City. I could see up and see his face, and my mom's like, "Nah, he's not here. He's not here." He couldn't even say bye to me or my family. When I went through the hard stuff with my daughter, he wouldn't even show up. But he was on Facebook posting about it, though, getting prayers for himself. But my daughter was calling from the hospital. He wouldn't pick up. But that's what I had to deal with. Yeah, here I come. Brother, 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 brother. Family. We supposed to. This is blood, 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 blood calls on blood. You got to do it. Biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. Um, came down to Florida, hit me up. Yo, I need help. Boom, 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 boom. I need help. I help him out. Get him out here. Get him a little shack for himself. Hooked him up. You know. So I put him in a little spot. It wasn't big. He was by himself. It was just something temporary. I told him, stay here till we get you situated and we get better, bigger places. I took money in my pocket from the trip here to everything. Got him broom, mop, fan, not sheets for the bed, everything. Hooked him up. Even gave him a scooter, a little motorcycle, scooter. I say motorcycle because it was you know, it's a 250cc, so it's a motorcycle. Boom, give it to him. Go to work. Get yourself going. I'm here to support you. Dude starts talking crazy behind my back to my other family. Oh, he put me in a little shack. Oh, he gave me this. He gave me wow. Like just again, here I am again. Trusting, going by the old teachings, family's family, family over everything. Bullshit. That shit went bad. We don't even talk. And I'm done with it. I'm finally done. I'm closing that chapter. And that's why in 2026, like I said, we're not looking at family the same no more. We ain't considering everybody family. Now, that's my blood. Same father, same mother. Grew up together. Same household. Christmases, New Year's, birthdays, everything. Look how it turned out. Then at the same time, I met my boy, this dude, Mike, Big Mike, but rest in peace, my brother Mike. Didn't like me at the beginning. He used to be a bouncer at Fox's. I used to go perform over there. I was a little high-head. I was running deep. He's causing shit, you know what I'm saying? Just starring shit. Always in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But he was always watching because he was the bouncer there, so he was always keeping an eye on who was trouble and who was not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was a hardhead himself. Y'all know him, bro. My man Freddie plugged us in together after a while. I was going to do a show at Fox's with Murder Mommy's L. She got me a show there, and my boy Felix. So whatever, he didn't let me in. And I'm talking about this dude did not like me. He didn't let me in. Shit got loud outside. A couple of weeks later, I bumped into him at my boy Sean's house with my boy Freddie, and Freddie and he plugged me into him. I said, you guys should work together. Ness is a good artist. He's got a movement, and you got my connections, and you've been around, a lot of artists, like from Terror Squad to everybody. My boy Mike had a lot of connections. My brother Mike. This dude that I don't know from two different worlds didn't like me from the beginning, properly. I was a knucklehead. Became my biggest supporter and my best friend, the brother I never had. This ain't blood. We ain't blood. Just heart to heart, we connected. Soul to soul, we became brothers in life and the struggle to the day that he passed away. I mean, to this day, it hurts. He's my brother, my real brother. So that showed me right there. You don't have to be blood related to be family. Family is somebody that got your back, holds you down, and you got theirs, and you grow together, and you build together. It's not blood related. And my brother ain't the only one. I got a couple of uncles that are toxic as shit. But you used to invite them to the family gatherings, and you invite them places, and they used to act up. But that's family, so you gotta let it be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let it be. They come around your house, they cause trouble, some got issues, and they want you to fix it for them all the time. And if you always say yes, you're stuck. But when you need them, they ain't nowhere to be found. You understand what I'm saying? So we ain't calling everybody family no more. We ain't going 2026 from now on. Family is who act like family. It ain't based on blood anymore. It's based on connection, agreement, honor, and respect, and to want to see each other win. That's something that I felt I needed to talk about. Now I have a great relationship with my sister now. I'm proud of her, everything she did. You know, she was somebody that they said she was not gonna amount to nothing. She was in the book type when she was young. We none of us was because we had a rough upbringing. But she turned it around and she showed me and she showed people, her daughters, her kids, her nieces, her family that you could, if you put the work to it, you could turn anything around and shut some mouths up at the same time. And she did it. I'm fucking proud of you. I'm proud of you. Now, it wasn't easy for me to cut my brother off because he is my brother. And I still love him. But, you know, he's a narcissist. And you ain't never going to change a narcissist. And I ain't saying it because I want to act like a psychiatrist. But I can basically see he ain't got he ain't loyal to nothing. Not even a pet. And that right there tells you when a person ain't loyal to nobody and you don't see him taking care about keeping long friendships because they ruined it. It's always about them and they're the victims and the world's against them. And they ain't willing to go out themselves. Their comfort zone to help somebody else. It's all about what they can get from you. And at the same time, they run their mouth about you. They just can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. Anybody who know my history, but that's for now on. We don't let nobody. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's your dad. I don't care if it's your cousin, your sister, your brother. If this person is just ruining your peace, adding to you and showing no remorse, no care, just because they're blood related doesn't mean you got to put up with it anymore. I got friends that I'm growing up with right now that I'm not growing old with that are amazing. That have done more for me or been there for me more than a lot of people in my own blood has ever done or has ever cared to do. You get what I'm saying? So don't settle with a tribe that was given to you because you know you're blood related, so you got to know. You could find a whole new family, people that actually care about you, that love you, and you could raise your kids with theirs and create something. You don't have to be blood related. And those family members that don't want to help, don't want to be part of your journey, don't want to, they ain't there to add, not just subtract. That doesn't genuinely care about you. That all they bring is problems. Cut them off. That old way of thinking that just because they're blood related, cut that off. That's got to go. That's got to go. And that's what I feel about that. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about quick, hold on, because I got to check these emails when they come in. And if not, this tablet just shuts off on me. I got a screensaver. Yeah. So, next thing I want to talk about is time. Don't let time just pass by. Like, be present. Be present, especially with your kids and your family and your parents. Um, One day your kid's gonna stop asking you to pick them up. That's facts. They're gonna stop talking to you about their lives. And for certain Monica's, when they get older, they'll come back. One day they start jumping on your bed on early Saturday morning just to annoy you. One day you'll carry them for the last time and not even realize it was the last time. The scary part about the parenting, this is true. Most last times don't announce themselves. You don't know that that's the last time that kid's gonna be 8 years old. The last time it's gonna be 7, 5, 6. The last you don't know is the last time they run to the Christmas tree with happiness. The last time they were scared and you hugged them. The last time they wanted to hang out with you. At the beginning, they cry when you leave. Later, they're like, "Dad, where you going? When you leaving?" You know, they. It's not personal. They just discovering themselves and they become independent. And you don't know the last Christmas morning. You don't know the last movie night where they fall asleep on your chest. You don't know the last random hug before they become too cool for hugs, too cool to talk to you, too cool to say bye, too cool to take a picture with you. I can't get any of my kids in a picture. Yo, I struggle. I have to bribe them and everything. The last time that you want to sing to them goodnight and give them a kiss and put them to bed, where they're just too cool for you. The last time they're gonna tell you about their crush. The last time they cry about getting their heart broken. Everything changes. They go that like this, just like this. So while you out there spending all this time, to a lot of people I know, spending time going clubbing, hanging out, and not paying mind to your kids, yeah, you bullshit. If you caught up in a man, a boyfriend, a new boyfriend you got, and you ignoring those kids, you bullshit. Like if you're on your phone, why the right next to you, and you just caught up on social media, put the fucking phone down. Put the phone down. Pay attention to them, bro. That time is going fast, too fast. You only got what, 18 years? The most, no, and not even, because once they hit 15 and up, you ain't nothing. Well, you are something, but you know they caught up somewhere else. You got a few, maybe 10 years with them, 11 years with them, that 10 years that they were yours, like that you get to spend with them as kids, and it's and you know you got, yeah. If your child's 10 years, you only got about what, 8 summers left before adulthood. 8. That's not that much time, bro. It's not that much time. So put the phone down. Work hard, yeah. Chase your dreams, fuck yeah. But don't get so busy building a life that you forget to actually live it with the people you're building it for. Does that make sense? Um, because you know your life, you're not gonna wish you answered more emails. You're not gonna wish you had one more bedtime story. No, you're not gonna wish you answered more emails. You put more hours in, but you are gonna wish you had more bedtime stories. One more laugh in that backseat. One more time, Mom, can we go to Target? Mom, can we go to Starbucks? One more moment hearing them little feet run around the house towards you, breaking shit, jumping in your couches. So be present, man, because childhood is temporary, and parents are actually the ones on the clock. We're the ones on the clock. You know, it's been really hard for me seeing my kids grow and not be the coolest thing in their world, or the funniest person in the world. That's how it is. But yeah, man, focus on that, man. Focus on, put the phone down, man. Put social media down for live life, man. Take those kids to the park. Take those kids somewhere. I promise you, man. I promise you ain't gonna regret it later, man. It's better than anything in the world. Um, yeah, get your money, get your bag, put your hustle in, but make sure that you circle around and spend some time with them, man. It means everything to them, and it means a lot to their development. So that's my advice with that. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know, the two very important things. Time is running, man. We don't know how much time we got left. Come on. I know I've had so many people in my life that I love and that I lost a lot. I lost to sickness, death, and just miscommunication. And I'm a person that I love deeply. Deeply, I love. When I tell you I love you, I love you. And I got your back. And then people that have been in my circle for years know that I'm a loyal motherfucker. You ain't finding no dirt on me unless it's made up. So don't take these things for granted, man. Don't. Don't. Be present in everything in life. And everything. Your parents too. It's not even about kids only. Your parents too. I lost my mom. And I ain't had a pop. My dad's a piece of, and I lost her. When I had her, there was times she would call, I wouldn't pick up the phone because I didn't want to hear her drama. The drama with her and my brother, which was always constant. I was trying to deal with my own mental peace, trying to get out of the darkness that I was in. So every time she would add more, it was just. But I when she called, those times I didn't pick up, I regretted it later. And now I go to, because my mom persistent. She would call me and I didn't pick up, and she'd leave me a voice message telling me what she had to talk to me about in details, full blown details. I'd sit there listening to the voice message for like 20 minutes, and I listened to her stuff. And the day the day she passed, the day she passed, she called me. It was New Year's. She died on New Year's. I was sleeping, recovering from the New Year party. And she left me a message. And she died a few minutes afterwards. How I regret not picking up that phone call. When I listen to those old voice messages of her, how I regret not taking. I even regret moving to Miami because I left her behind in Jersey. And I didn't know I didn't have that much time. My plan was to bring her out here, but I couldn't get it. She did not want to come out here. I tried. She did not want to leave my brother alone. So it cost me, time with her that I wish I had back. So my point here is the same thing I'm telling y'all, man. I lost my aunt recently this year too. And my condolences to my cousins, man. She was a good lady, man. My favorite aunt. And they're going through what I went through. The pain is almost unbearable. The disconnect, it's like you feel like you're disconnected. And I'm sure they wish they would have spent more time. I'm saying, like, even if you spend time with them every time and they pass, you still feel like you didn't get enough. So imagine if you ignored them. So if you have parents in your life and you're able to call them all the time, go see them, go bring them some food, take them out to get a coffee. That shit means a lot to them. It means more than you think, because they go from spending their whole life taking care of us to out of nowhere we just turn our back on them and go on our own journey and leave them behind. And now they ain't got nothing. They sacrificed their youth. They sacrificed their years to make sure that we grow. Even if it wasn't a perfect job, but they still gave you their best. They could have cut you off and went somewhere else. They didn't. So show them some love, man. Show them some love. Because right now they're probably feeling lonely, purposeless. Because we were their only purpose to most parents. The reason why they did things. So imagine if that reason they did things is gone and don't call them. They were left wondering. All right? That's all I got to say for this episode. We'll come back with another one. I'm going to do more segments, small segments too. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope that what I said today resonates with you. You learn from it and you go and you listen to what I say and do it. Don't take your kids for granted. The short time you got with them, and don't take the time you got with your parents too. All right, your boy Ness, Fly School. See you soon. I love y'all.